This is the Mega64 podcast. Our first international, is it our first international? We did one in Canada.
Yeah, but
that doesn't count.
This is a different continent.
Yeah, different continent.
Part of the world, hemisphere.
New Zealand style, and we're shooting it in a very special way. GoPro, high frame rate, which is only used for action.
Action stunts.
So if any action takes place, you're gonna see every frame. You're gonna get every, no motion blur. There will be no motion blur in this podcast. So everyone should be excited about that. If you see any motion blur, that's on YouTube. Please report to YouTube.
Yeah, tell them that that's their problem.
Yeah, because we are doing this action cam GoPro style. Anyway.
Well, welcome to the
Oh god! Oh shit! Oh my god!
Theme song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side. I'm just trying to be lonely horseman, 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 lonely horseman.
Welcome back, everybody. We're checking to see if there are grass stains from that intro.
Got grass stains on my pants.
Did it happen?
A little bit.
Your outfit is. I mean, you've
just
got all the things on that when I was a kid, if I wore any of that, there would be grass stains. Like I couldn't.
Yeah.
Denim was like a magnet for that. I couldn't do that. But anyway, we're here. We're here in New Zealand, as was said. Was there motion blur in the opening? Let us know. Contact.
We also did another opening in Hobbiton, so I'm not sure if we're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's right. We
but-
did.
We're gonna have to do 2 theme songs this
You know what?
episode.
I'm gonna show that one right now. Yo, welcome everyone to a very special New Zealand podcast.
That's right. We are filming this podcast live from the set of Pandora.
That was
Theme song.
no.
Sivako!
Not yet. Not yet. All right. Now, what one was better? You let us know in
That
the
one was
comments.
more Avatar themed.
You honestly embarrassed me by yelling so loud.
Why?
Because it was so quiet there. Everyone was quiet and Hobbiton was yelling Sivato or whatever.
Sivako?
Sivako.
Jesus, that was racist. But
You just said the N-word in
in
Avatar language.
and Avatar?
in Nami.
You
No.
never say.
I'm sorry.
Sivato.
I'm so
Don't
sorry.
say that.
It's the. Oh, he just said it
Apologies.
too. I'm the only one who hasn't said Sivato. Damn it!
Oh, man.
We're all
Canceled on Pandora.
we're not allowed to go back. They're gonna have to replace us with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon
Yep.
on Pandora.
Yeah. We were just talking about. Check it out, guys. Apple TV Plus has got a new show coming out, the morning show, and it's getting shit reviews. It's apparently terrible. So we are sponsored by them, so we are going to say it's great.
We think it's good.
We think it's great.
I love it.
We were given an ad read. Apple TV Plus, the morning show, despite what you heard about it being a piece of shit, it's not, and we love it, and we love their money.
Thank you.
Thank you, Apple.
Thank you.
We are currently podcasting from on top of the volcano in Devonport, New Zealand.
Is that where we are? I
This
did not
is-
look into the
This
location
is
at all.
this is the first time I think we've had a podcast on top of a volcano. That's pretty
There
exciting.
won't be the last.
It's a lot greener. I'm gonna show everyone, but look how green this is. This is.
We are on top of one volcano.
What kind of volcano is that?
Looking at another. There's another one over there.
Yeah.
We don't know what that one is.
No, that one looks more
I
menacing.
think it might be Ringu Totu.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I've been practicing my Kiwi accent
Yeah.
all week. Let me give you a taste of the Kiwi accent.
Okay.
At the convention, we have the Death is Certain shirt.
Oh yeah.
But if you're Kiwi, you would come up to the booth and you would say, "Oi, let me get the dog shit."
Yeah.
And all
heard
week,
that a lot.
people have been asking for the dog shit.
I really was confused by that. Give me the dog shit. Give me the dog shit.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy the dog shit. And
Seriously?
after about 5 times of being like, why are you insulting our shirts? Oh, dog shirt.
Dog shirt.
And then we had a lesson from one of our new Kiwi friends that if somebody says, why don't you have a sit on my dick? They're talking about a patio.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't say that
Don't
in
say-
New Zealand.
Don't say that in America.
No, say in America. You can say in New Zealand.
okay.
Yeah,
can say
you
it.
got confused. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm noticing your sick ass hoodie, Rocco.
Oh, you noticed that?
I noticed that.
Yeah, I went to the Hobbit movie set. Little inside info for you film nuts out there.
Yeah.
They filmed the Lord of the Rings movies a long time ago, whenever that was. But more importantly, they filmed the Hobbit trilogy in New Zealand. So we visited the set. Check.
Yeah, I honestly, I'll cop to it. I got that shirt. I got the same shirt.
Well, you know what kills me is I got the exact same shirt. It has all the exact same artwork as the hoodie.
Yeah.
In the exact same spot, and I wanted to wear both at the same time to show both, but I didn't.
Well, tell him it's just as good.
I just got some. Wait, what do I have?
Oh, God.
I got some Junji Ito shit.
I'm not gonna film that.
What a waste.
We spend every fucking podcast talking about Rocco's clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might be the most unfashionable person I've ever known.
No.
In my
Opposite.
entire life.
Opposite.
In my entire fucking life. And every podcast, look at these socks, look at the shirt I got, look at the Jedi robe I got from Disneyland.
Well, check it out. I found out we did a panel at Armageddon Expo in Auckland.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to everybody.
Thank you there.
Who had us there and saw us there or whatever. But they had a KFC booth, and if you won this like gladiatorial game, they would give you KFC socks. I didn't wear those either. But next podcast, I'm gonna have KFC socks that are gonna be off the chain.
You know what? Actually, I'm the one who got the socks for Rocco, and I'm gonna show you what I had to go through right now. Sea booth. They got shit. They got these socks. Action going on. I'm trying to win these socks for my boy Rocco. James here. We're gonna battle it out in a second. I don't know what's gonna happen. Waluigi. Oh no! Now that guy right there is a soldier. He came by and said hello to our booth recently. So we want him to win. We want Waluigi to win. I don't know, dude. This is... Oh! Okay, come on. No! You get back! Oh! It's brutal. It's brutal. We got him. Everyone, we got him. Don't worry. We got him. Waluigi's got him. I got him. James is a good sport.
Just drop the socks.
He dropped it. Oh my God. He dropped the socks.
5 second rule, okay? 5 second rule.
Still good to eat. Still good to eat. We got him.
Wow, that was incredible. I was told later that a lot of people after our panel were in line. You saw other like Mega64
When I mentioned
viewers,
at the
right?
panel that they had a KFC sock thing, and
Yeah.
then so I got in line for you.
Yeah.
And then there was like, everyone who was at the panel was in line to do the KFC thing to get you socks.
I was told later by someone that they were like, we were all trying to get those for you. I was like, damn.
See,
but Sean did it. Sean did it.
Well, I gotta do it.
Anyway.
I think we should. I'm brainstorming here, getting a flash of inspiration.
Okay.
The volcano gods have spoken to me. I think we should have a Rocco lookalike contest.
Oh.
And let's see if you can mimic
Good luck.
the Rocco fashion style.
Okay.
Which means you have to put as many contradictory, clashing pieces of clothing together as you can in one go. So for today,
I still am doing pretty good today.
We have the Hobbiton movie set sweater.
Gotta go there to get that.
The Jurassic Park safari shorts.
Yeah, straight from Universal.
The Nintendo 64 socks.
Straight from a closing GameStop.
The golden Nikes.
Yeah, those are just gold. They're made of gold.
And the Junji Ito t-shirt.
Oh yeah, I got Junji. It's a girl's rotting head.
Representing, weeaboo culture as well.
Oh.
Oh, what else do we have?
Make sure your pockets are right. Fonta.
Damn.
Yeah, so how many brands can you endorse?
This is a woman's wallet. Like it's.
How do you know that?
I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna name this fashion style. I'm gonna name it
Badass.
NASCAR chic.
I like that. That works.
Hey, you know what?
NASCAR chic's pretty good.
Chic.
That's pretty good.
This
Vroom,
guy
vroom, get her done.
has so many endorsements and logos plastered on him. He looks like a NASCAR.
And hey, Tenga too. I won't say where.
That one's real plastered.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know where to go.
Do your best. Tweet at us.
Yeah.
Instagram tag us. NASCAR chic. We will pick the top 5, and we will feature them on an upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Of this podcast.
Should get a prize or something. We'll give you a prize.
The number 1, the person who's most NASCAR chic of the group will get a special prize.
That sounds fair.
Besides looking cool.
Yeah. Besides.
That's
besides.
Besides looking cool. And bonus points if you could take your NASCAR chic look and find a real like pop culture relevant photo to take your location, I'm talking, you know, control room of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that's the best place.
Hobbiton.
Iconic.
On top of a volcano.
Disneyland, whatever it is, the Coca-Cola factory,
KFC, whatever.
Bonus points if you can add a location to your NASCAR chic look, but you don't have to.
Yeah, that's optional.
That's a good idea though. I like
Tweet at us at Mega64, Instagram. What's Instagram? Mega64 official?
Yes.
Yeah. One of those two. We'll be checking the social media.
Nice.
We will. You know what's killing me too is I got at Hobbiton the best beanie I've ever had.
Yeah.
It just says the Hobbit motion picture trilogy.
Now I saw
written
that
out.
there, and I thought, well, you could buy that at Topic. Why would I buy that here?
Because it's from no, I've never seen one on Hot Topic that just said the Hobbit motion picture trilogy. That's so specific.
A lot.
They wouldn't have
Hobbiton
that.
was cool.
Yeah.
It was a one-time. It was once in a lifetime thing, I think.
Yeah.
You go there. I saw the Hobbit holes, and I was like, wow, I cannot believe I'm here. This is so cool.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
after
dope.
the 2 hours, I was like, okay, I'm good.
No, I thought it was good because they knew what they had. It wasn't all right, we're gonna spend 1,000 hours here in this whatever. It was like leave them wanting more. Here's all their homes. Isn't that cool? All right, let's go.
This is where they had the
and
party.
we'll get a drink at the Green Dragon.
Hey, here's a beer on the house for the Green Dragon,
Yeah.
and here's some meat pie.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, when we came out of the Green Dragon, I noticed there was this tent and it said reserved for special parties. And I asked our tour guide, I was like, you know, can you rent this place out? And he was like, yeah, you know, corporate events, some people have weddings here. And I joked and I was like, oh, I want to have my Star Wars themed wedding here. Joking.
It was a joke.
He outdid me because he's like, yeah, well, about 2 weeks ago, we actually had a wedding. All the groomsmen were stormtroopers. All the bridesmaids were Harry Potter wizards. And then they had it on the field where Bilbo had his birthday party. And I was like, they fucking beat me to it.
They beat you to it.
I was joking, but they really are that dorky out here.
They did it.
I can only imagine how expensive it would be to rent that out.
I guarantee you they are not from New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh no.
They are American.
You think so?
I do.
That adds.
That reeks of America.
Okay, so you have to get all those costumes for your wedding party, then fly everybody out to New Zealand, then take the 2.5 hour bus ride both ways to get to Hobbiton, and then you got to close the whole place down for your wedding.
God knows what that costs.
And you got to have it for hours.
But the place that was available to rent for stuff like that was the field that Bilbo had his birthday party.
Right.
Who wouldn't want to get married there? I mean, come on.
It was cool.
You have whiz bangs and what do you call them? Whirly gigs.
But you have to get married at night, I think.
Absolutely.
The party was at night.
Yeah.
And you have fireworks.
Yeah, you got to do the
But if you
fireworks.
got
Looks
the
like a
money-
dragon.
Yeah. You get the money.
I'm doing it. You guys are gonna have to fly yourselves out, but tough shit. I'm getting married there.
Oh, Rocco's gonna have
whether
a
I have a
lonely
bride
wedding.
or not.
It's just gonna be Rocco in a Jedi robe at Bilbo's field.
I already got. See, that's already money saved. I already got that shit.
Let's talk about, everybody knows, it's common knowledge, Rocco, you have an addiction to Jedi robes from Disneyland. And I said, you know, if we go to Hobbitown, they might have Gandalf robes.
Yeah.
They didn't have Gandalf robes, they had Frodo robes.
Yeah, they had Frodo, the actual, like, it looked, it was his robe. Like, he's got that thing over him.
Yeah.
That's a robe.
How much was
$900.
Oh.
Now, that's
$900 in New Zealand. Which is probably like $750 American.
Right?
About that. Maybe 600 at the low.
Yeah, a low end. Yeah, but still, what the hell?
And we were told, well,
Why is it that much?
it's that expensive because they make it from the actual wool from the sheep on this farm.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Those sheep aren't in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt.
Those aren't. They specifically said Peter Jackson saw those sheep and said, not using those sheep in the movie. Too modern.
Yeah.
You got modern sheep.
Old ass sheep.
Old school
making
sheep.
the Frodo robes.
Yeah.
I call bullshit.
That disappointed me so much. I was ready to buy all the costumes. I was ready to get Gandalf's. Derek got my hopes up that they were going to have Gandalf's full getup. Like, he's like, they're going to have the robe, probably going to have the hat. Now, they also they did have Gandalf's hat, but it was another similar situation. It was, made from cotton from the farm here, and it was like at least $200.
And it was miniature.
Yeah,
it looked like one of those.
full-
It was like one of those mini steampunk hats you clip to your hair. It's like, please.
Derek
His bull.
privately to me later said, like, I've never seen Rocco light up more than when I said they could have Gandalf robes. Rocco got so excited. And then we saw the light just drain out of you when it didn't happen.
That I found is my new thing. Is other than trying to get all my clothes to have every brand ever made.
Yeah.
Is getting the cloaks from famous movies.
So what's on your bucket list of famous movie
Gandalf.
cloaks?
Well, my number one was Emperor Palpatine, and I got the full thing, so I'm set
Thank
there.
God.
The dude's robe from Big
Oh.
Lebowski.
I'm not a Lebowski guy.
He already has a
whoa,
Jedi
whoa, whoa.
robe that's close to this.
I think Homer Simpson wore like a
Moo-moo.
blue
That's
muumuu with
insulting.
Pink flowers.
with pink
That's
hibiscus
insulting.
flowers.
Yeah.
It's iconic, and the hat.
And the hat too.
That's fat shaming.
And the hat. No, it's
That was
just
a
it's
classic
costume.
episode. Classic
Costume.
episode.
Real quick poll. Fuck this robe shit. Okay. Real quick, legit
Okay.
poll.
All right.
Lebowski fans.
Yeah.
Are we into Lebowski or don't care about Lebowski?
I saw
Yeah.
it when I was 13, and I don't remember most of it. I remember
It's
the
awesome.
topless girl painting on like a swing thing.
Yeah.
I
I
remember
love
that because I was 13. That's it.
I love the Coen brothers, and that is, the Coen brothers make 3 kinds of movies.
Yeah.
They make hard-boiled,
Right.
noir, gritty crime films. They make comedy, off-ball, oddball comedies, and then they walk the line where it's like a blend of the two. And,
Yeah.
and that might be their best oddball comedy.
Really? For
Just-
some reason, I thought
just
you didn't like it.
straight comedy.
I swore you told me that, but maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Now, some of their movies I think are really bad. The Coen brothers are geniuses, but like everybody, they're not perfect. They make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, A Simple Man. I think that was what the movie was called.
I didn't see that
I
one.
think it was
Yeah, I didn't
awful.
see it.
But Lebowski's really, The Big Lebowski is great. It's really good.
I saw it right out of high school and I didn't get it. I was like, everyone was like, oh my God. go
I
see
don't
this.
think it.
And I didn't retain one. I honestly can't tell you anything about it. I don't remember.
I don't think it appeals to everybody.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's kind of movie.
I should
but
watch it again now, though.
If you like that kind of Odyssey through Los Angeles type movie, if you like, weirdo fringe culture kind of characters, I
Yeah.
think you get a kick out of Big
Well,
Lebowski.
and my tastes have changed too because
It's a movie all about like the rejects
Yeah,
that live in
right.
Los Angeles.
Because like 15 years ago or however long ago, I would have hated Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But
Yeah.
now I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my tastes have changed where I can just watch a kind of weird thing like that and just be like, hey, it doesn't have to have maybe the best story or whatever. I like it for what
no,
it is.
you know what movie you're thinking of?
Hmm.
Raising Arizona. I don't like that movie.
I saw some of it and I liked what I saw. Because
Everybody-
it was so eccentric, but I never saw the whole
Everybody loves that movie, and that one is not for me. And I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
get, I know I'm gonna get shit. Everybody's gonna be like, Derek, that movie's so good. You're an idiot. Oh, but sorry, doesn't
thing. No,
ring
it
my
was
bell.
very weird, but I didn't see the whole thing. I liked the little chunk that I saw.
It's too weird for me. I guess I'm not a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
No, I'm not either. I've never
fair.
really loved them. I don't
We
care.
watched a shitload of movies this weekend actually, because our hotel had this 4-movie channel thing, and we just kept putting on different movies. We watched
It was Sky Classics.
Sky, but it was
Sky
like
Classics, Sky Vintage, Sky Action,
and Sky.
and Sky
Premiere.
Sky Premiere.
Yeah, and the commercials on the channel was the Sky Promise, a new movie every night.
Yeah.
But it was like they acted like they were like helping you in a time of need. The Sky Promise. If there isn't a new movie tonight, we will personally sacrifice a staff member. It was like the Sky Promise. Oh my God, we're trying, you guys. I'm
But
sorry.
We really ended up watching some. We watched
We
The
did.
Animal, which
With Rob Schneider.
I think
Classic.
I think that of all weekend, that's the only movie we watched beginning to end.
Yeah, and
And it was probably the
Yeah.
worst.
it was
film.
the worst.
That
but
was the
there,
worst shit
there
I've
is
ever
something that I love of watching those shit movies with you guys in the hotel.
In a hotel.
Like we're
yeah.
trapped. It was raining. We couldn't do anything else.
Well, it's right up there with, as people who watched this in the past know, we have our routine shitty DVDs.
Yeah.
Thing that we would do at GDC. We'd be cooped up in a room editing, and we'd watch bad movies. It just ties into that.
Yeah.
And The Animal was
God,
one of those.
one of the worst
shit
movies I've ever
movies.
seen. But
How did that
but,
get made?
Hey, legitimately, I think we all laughed at least once. Legitimately,
Yes.
Norm Macdonald showed up, had a funny line, and left, and that was we laughed. And that was it.
Norm Macdonald like the whole movie was us staring blankly at gags in the movie, and then when an angry mob shows up at the end, and it was Norm Macdonald, he was cracking us up the whole. It was like, yeah, this is legit funny now.
Yeah, he's funny.
He showed up and he was funny.
I feel like
and
that was even
it.
written. He just improvised that. That seems like something he would do. So, but we watched that. We watched some weird shit. What was that one that we saw? Fuck, it was the one with like the girl who was Passion.
What was that? Was that Brian De Palma?
Brian
Yeah,
De
Brian De
Palma.
Palma. Whoa.
What was the plot of that movie?
It was a
Don't
girl.
ask. You have to see it for yourself. it
But
was like
seriously.
yeah, you can't even describe it. But you know what? was fun to watch.
I
Wasn't
kept
that
thinking
bad.
about it because it was so fucking weird.
I mean, Brian De
So-
Palma's a good director.
It was a well-made movie with a really bad script.
And like the
Yep.
word, yeah, bad script, bad acting from good actors.
I don't think the acting was necessarily bad. I just think the material that they had to work with was
the
so.
lighting
Yeah.
was so
Here's the
weird.
thing.
That's how I feel too.
It was an adaptation of a French film, so I think something was lost in translation.
Yes,
Something that,
that
might,
makes perfect sense.
might fly in France. You watch it in English, you're like, okay.
Why are we doing
A little
this?
weird.
I'm trying. What are other movies that are like excellently executed, but like the script is like, or the story, whatever, is not. I hear people argue that a lot for like Tron Legacy, but I love Tron Legacy, so I don't care.
Well, I mean,
But-
I don't want to get shit for this, but I thought The Joker was a well-made movie.
I was gonna say,
with good acting.
I think I would count that.
but I didn't like the story at all.
Yeah, I think I would count that. It was well done.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that way about, to a degree. There's a degree I kind of go, but kind of felt that way about Alien Covenant, where it was, you know, there was some cool directing in it, some really cool set pieces, things like that, and it was like, man, this just didn't have the ambition to, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was just kind of like, oh man, we're just running from that thing again.
So yeah, so we watched movies. We at the convention the convention was pretty cool actually.
Mhm.
It was bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Same here. I thought it was going to be kind of like a smaller con. But
Yeah.
We had fun at Armageddon Expo.
They had legit big, huge booths from like
We
Nintendo,
endorse it.
Sony.
Yeah.
You know what? We were considered VIP guests, and we got to hang out with all the other guests.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
we were up in the green room on the first day, and we're chatting with voice actors and famous cosplayers, and I don't know who any of these people are. And we're talking to one guy. Sean's talking to him mostly about football, and I'm just there on my phone, like,
Honestly, it was like football
yeah,
and
just
kid
like
stuff.
I'm browsing Instagram, and then he's talking football. Yeah, I hated football growing up. I hated rugby, growing up in the UK. And then we started talking about like comic book collections,
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, you never know what's gonna become valuable. I remember I had all these Harry Potter books, and people were like, get the whole cast to sign the books, and I'm there with the whole cast thinking, I'm not gonna pass the book around. That's stupid.
That's tacky.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, your bus is here, walk away. And I'm thinking, why was this guy with the whole cast of Harry Potter? And then it clicked. I was like, that was Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah.
Talking to Jason Isaac. Had
Yeah.
no clue until he walked away, and I was like,
So-
oh, well, I want to talk Harry Potter. Oh, he's gone. He's
Yeah,
gone.
Jason Isaacs is like a legit actor. Wait, now I'm paranoid. Is it Isaac or Isaacs?
I think it's Isaacs.
With the
plural.
S,
With an
Isaacs.
S.
But
It's more than one.
legit great actor. But now that's funny. That was Derek's experience. We're talking with him. I'm standing right there, and we're laughing about like we're talking about like interactions we've had, and like you were talking about like having kids.
Yeah,
and stuff
because he's
like that.
saying, he has kids and like traveling with kids and stuff. And
Yeah.
something like
Having all that, just
that kind of
shoot-
stuff.
We were just shooting the shit for like half an hour,
Yeah.
and I knew he played Lucius Malfoy, but I've never been a huge Harry Potter guy. But my radar was going off in my brain, like, whoa, you should be freaking out about this. You know what I mean? My
Yeah.
brain was telling me that, but I'm like, well, I know he's from Harry Potter, but I was never a hardcore Harry Potter guy. Like, why am I freaking out? Something's freaking out. What is it? And I'm like, I know he was Captain Hook. And he was a good Captain Hook. I didn't care for that Peter Pan movie in 2003, but he was a good Hook.
You know
But
what
that's
I
not
will
it.
say, not to cut
Yeah,
you
yeah.
off, but I saw that Peter Pan movie, and the only truly great part of that movie is him.
Yeah, totally. I totally
and
agree.
there's a moment at the end of that movie that I'm watching the movie like, this thing sucks. And then he has this moment where it gives me chills, where he talks about like how he was so lonely as a child. That's why he became Captain
Yeah,
Hook.
yeah.
The finale of that movie, right before Captain Hook is defeated, is actually like riveting. And
Yeah,
it's like,
he's
damn,
really good.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about that too, but I'm like, that's not why I'm freaking out. Why am I freaking out about this? And then it went up. He looked at me and it hit me. That's the bastard that killed Mel Gibson's sons in The Patriot. He was the villain in The Patriot. That guy was. I saw that movie. That's one of my favorite like cheese ball. Honestly, it's made by the same guys who did Independence Day.
Yeah.
And it's on the same level of like, this is a corny movie I'm gonna watch on the 4th of July. You know, it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that guy was such a bastard in that movie.
Bird landed here.
Hey, Bird.
New Zealand bird.
Guys, this is high frame rate nature footage. That's
Gone.
it.
Now, fuck it.
Bird.
Anyway, that guy would piss me off so bad
Yeah.
when I first saw that movie. And so yeah, when it occurred to me, then I wasn't starstruck or like nervous until I remembered that. And then I was like, oh shit.
Well,
I'm like texting my brother, like, oh my god.
Sean had the best story with him.
yeah, I knew. I mean, I knew who he was the whole time, and honestly, I thought he was awesome with his mouth. I think I really liked him.
Yeah.
But I also am like, you know, I've talked to people before, like, you know,
Yeah.
he's just a dude. And so like we're like hanging out and talking, and couldn't be nicer. Legitimately couldn't be nicer. And then later that evening, I'm going up to the hotel room. He's in staying in the same hotel as us. And we get in the elevator together. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going, dude? And he's like, oh, it's going good. And he's like, I saw a play. Oh, cool. And then so like the buttons were all fucked up and he hit the wrong button and I was kind of screwed and I couldn't get to my floor. He goes, oh, Sean, I am so sorry. It's like, this dude remembers my name? This guy fucking rules.
Yeah.
Jason Isaacs
Dude's
is a
cool.
badass.
Dude's cool. Except for what he did to Mel Gibson's family. Other than that,
Yeah.
dude rules.
Yeah.
Dude's cool.
Honestly, I was like, when I saw that he was coming, his comment, there's no way we're gonna even see that guy. Like, he's fucking
Same here. I
famous.
thought he would be like protected.
And I get it,
Yeah.
you know, but like, no, he was hanging out this all night. Like, he was fucking
He
cool.
was super cool.
We got to hang out with all the celebrity guests at Armageddon next week because it's such a small. It's weird because we go to Comic-Con and they bring all the celebrities and we're just like peons on the show floor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, buy our shirts, buy our DVDs. We come to Armageddon Expo. They put us in the room with Lucius Malfoy,
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite, John Heater, a Honky Tonk Man from WWE.
Yeah.
We're hanging out with him.
Yeah.
I had a talk with him about urinals because the urinals here in New Zealand,
They're to the trough system.
they've all been trough style, and
Yeah.
so
What's up with
he
that?
and I both walked into a bathroom, and he was like, "Dang it, I ain't using these. You mess your shoes up. The whole thing's a mess." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm with you." He's like, "They got rid of these in the U.S." I'm like, "They should get rid of them here." Yeah, yeah. So me and Honky Tonk had a great piss conversation. So that was great.
Yeah.
Should I have shared that? You decide.
No, I'll come get you if that's the
It's too
answer.
late.
No.
Oh, he's gonna give me the Honky Tonk Stunner. Is
Yeah.
that what he did?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. We were when we were at like the after party thing that they had. Napoleon Dynamite John Heater was standing there, and Sean was near him, and I went in like, "Hey man, just want to introduce us." And Sean was giving me this look of like
what the
"How
fuck?
are you going to?"
Yeah, how are you gonna segue this?
Yeah, like
without
you
being,
just
like,
barged
weird?
in and just went like, "Hey, what, what are we gonna do?" And then Sean didn't anticipate this. I
No.
said, "Hey, we did the toy commercials for the Aquabats Super Show," and he went, "Oh, it's you guys! Wow!" Because John Heater was, what was he, Hawkman or bird guy?
Oh shit.
I think he was. He was the bird character.
Claw.
But he
Eagle
was,
Claw.
Eagle Claw.
Eagle Claw, Bird Claw. I think it's Eagle Claw.
He was in the Aquabats Super Show. He played. It was a villain, right?
Yep.
And he was in that, and that was. I knew as soon as I brought up those
nailed it.
Aquabats, he was
and
gonna
then
be
he's
like,
"You
"Oh
told me
yeah."
anything else?" And I'm like, "Dude, we released the episode and it came out today." As a matter of
We
fact.
literally, like, I was like,
What
"Their
are the
newest
odds?"
episode has us in it."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah." And so anyway,
And then these guys were like, "Let's grab a photo," and he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And then I tried to weasel my way in there, and John
Yeah.
Heater gives me the biggest like, "Who the fuck are you?"
he
look.
did. Yeah, he was like, "Why is this guy in the
Yeah, and
photo?"
I was like, I'm with these guys.
I knew that happened without even looking. Well, I was posing for the photo like that or whatever,
Yeah.
and I could hear Derek go, I'm with these guys."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, he's okay." Anyway, do you want to talk about that at all? We got the Aquabats.
Yeah, I mean,
Episode
we
came
can
out.
talk about it for a second. The full thing is out now, so check it out. It's Martian Girl.
They first uploaded part 1 of the Martian Girl episode because I think 10 minutes was going to be way too long for anyone. 10 minutes is a long time. Who knows if you're going to make it through that whole thing.
Right, of course.
So they canceled that plan. They put up the whole Martian Girl episode, which is 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean and I are agents designed to investigate this intergalactic threat. We were really stoked. The Martian Girl song by the
Yeah.
Aquabats is one of their most iconic songs.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
And so this episode was kind of the backstory.
When they gave us the script, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, Martian Girl."
We were like, Martian Girl, and we even had actually, this might be controversial.
Oh wow.
There was actually a part in the script where they were like, where
you know the
Ricky's
song.
like, "Martian Girl from Planet V, will you marry me?" And everyone goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," which is from the song.
Which is the song.
And they had me saying, "Whoa." Sean, in a fit of rage, said, "Can we do one simultaneous so I can get in on this whoa?"
You know what? Just in case.
But I understood because Sean and I, both huge Aquabats fans.
Also, I don't
didn't
know
wanna
if I
hog it.
suggested it. I think they said maybe we should try that, and I said yes, definitely try
The
that.
Diva Chat field
No.
suggested it. So we did it. We did a new take with both of us saying it. They didn't use it. Just me.
We were watching the episode, and the second it got to rock, I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Sean like backed away. God. So if you notice a kind of a wedge in Mega64 happening more and more, stand. So start looking for that tension in episodes to come. Derek, do you want to talk about that experience at all?
I wasn't in that episode. They got a better actor. Agent Dorito was some dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cast by some dude.
Played by the world famous actor.
I think he owned Doritos.
Some random guy.
Yeah.
That was going to be a bigger role, played by yours truly.
Yeah,
but,
huge role.
I missed my flight that day.
Oh.
Well,
I missed my flight that day. It was a hell of a day.
well, we should say that episode, that was a whole hellacious experience because we went out to Utah once.
We drove.
We drove out there because it's in the middle of nowhere. And we were like, I guess let's drive.
Let's rewind. We were in the middle of filming Metal Gear Solid in 5 minutes. And we had a film shoot with Sarah Merrill that had been booked for weeks.
Yeah.
And it was that Saturday, and Aquabats were like, well, can you come out on Thursday or Friday, like the day before, to Utah to film your parts?
Tight. Yeah,
and it's
we're
one day and just drive right back.
And we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. And they're like, okay, do you think you might be able to give us like a couple of days just in case the schedule gets shifted? And we're like, no, we really can't.
We can't.
We really can't because we have a film shoot set up. So we can reschedule it. No, we can't reschedule. All right, just come out for one day and we'll make sure it happens. And so we're like, okay. And we check the weather and we're like, you know it's supposed to rain that day. And they're like, no, it's not going to rain.
It's not going to rain.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. We drove out there, it rained.
Yeah.
And so the film shoot got rescheduled.
We literally pulled up, got out after this all-day drive, got up, and then they were like, yeah, so it's off. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so we just turned around, drove back. We stopped in Las Vegas, got lunch, and then just went out.
That was a good lunch, to be fair.
16-hour round trip.
Yeah.
So then they're like, come back out. We will reschedule after all. This time we're going to fly you out. So the day of the flight.
There's a tiny airport in that little town.
Yeah.
Long story short, I tell my Uber driver, take me to United Airlines. Okay, cool. He takes me to the wrong terminal. Here we are. Drops me off, drives away. Fuck. I have to take all my stuff. I run to the right terminal.
Yeah, Derek was traveling there separate from us. Like, we came from
We all
places.
take Ubers from our homes to go to the airport.
We should say, the flight was like a 6 a.m. flight, which is always tough. So
yeah, I woke up at like 4 in the morning, got dressed, got all my stuff together, got dropped off at the airport, wrong side of the airport, run over to the airport. There's a line out the fucking door. Okay. So I'm in line waiting, and I finally get to the front. At this point, it's like 5:30 a.m. Flight's at 6 a.m. Hey, I need to get my boarding pass. All right, when's your flight leaving? 6 a.m.? You missed your flight. That's what the woman tells me. I was like, no, it's 5:30. She's like, you missed it. And I was like, no, I didn't. And she's like, we have a policy. If it's within 30 minutes of a flight, we don't give a boarding pass. So you missed it. And she's already on the thing. I will reroute you, and I'm going to send you to Texas, and then you're going to be there at 4 p.m. today. It's like, I need to be there at 8 a.m. today because we're filming. Well, here's your ticket. Goodbye. So I texted these guys all this stuff. I texted the Aquabats, and they're like, yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. We're gonna film it, and don't take your flight. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So I missed it,
And it was a bummer. It was a bummer not having Derek there.
I knew all my lines. I had the costume fit for me.
But let's talk about the important thing. And again, maybe another wedge in Mega64 is on the way. But I'm gonna say it. It's not easy to hear.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say it. Sean and I already had our boarding passes emailed electronically to us because we have iPhones and it didn't work on Android.
That is true. Whoever was in charge of booking these flights did not send me any information on the flight electronically. I don't know if Rocco's in charge of that.
Yes.
It was Rocco.
Whoever's in charge of it did not give me a single piece of information, so I did have to go to the desk to get my boarding pass.
We were Apple compliant. That's what you have to do.
You
have to do Apple or nothing.
Pretty callous attitude from the guy who fucked me over.
He's acting like a huge Apple right now.
By
I'll tell you that much.
By not sending me any information.
Listen, I don't know how Android works.
Left me hanging. This guy doesn't know how Android works.
Yeah, he didn't give you a thing, and then
I don't know.
All your lines.
I don't know how computer illiterate you need to be to not know how Android works.
Listen, Apple, we got iMessage. Android is. I don't know what it even do. Do they even have text? I don't get it, and I don't want to get it because, frankly, it's scary. So anyway, Let it be a lesson.
I suddenly think it might be. I think I might have been sabotaged.
Yeah.
I
He
think
said,
it-
"I want these
I
cool
think,
lines."
You know what? I think somebody knows who the best actor in Mega64 is, and he thought, I can't let.
Derek's
him get on
line was
camera."
the original "whoa" and that "whoa, whoa, 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 whoa" part,
Yeah.
and Rocco needed it.
We don't know who was going to play Dorito for sure.
So you know what? When you
We could speculate all day.
pick your friends well, pick them,
But that
choose
was
wisely.
It was crazy because we filmed that all day, and then woke up at 6 a.m. again and flew on home, and we were back.
Yeah.
It was a whirlwind done
Yeah.
thing, but it was a cool day.
And I think we were going to bring this up before, but I do want to say we got to the set and the first thing we filmed was us charging towards the alien with the Aquabats.
Yeah.
And I was kind of jaded because again, I was pissed off about the travel stuff.
Bummed
I
that
was
Derek's gonna be
stressed
there,
about I was just like, oh my gosh, oh, okay, whatever. And so we got to the set and I'm just kind of like, whatever. I've tuned the whole day out at that point. And then I realized what we were doing and it was like, all right, everyone line up with the Aquabat, and it's like us in our suits with the Aquabats, like charge, and we run with them. And I was like, and remember we were like, this is badass.
Yeah, I was like,
this is cool.
hey,
and we were like,
hey, I know this isn't cool to say, but fuck, this is awesome.
yeah,
So-
it was cool.
There was that moment of running out there with them that was really sick. So
And the second coolest part,
Yeah.
we got to check out Freddy's Steak Burgers. Is that what the place is called?
I don't know.
I
That was
forget.
pretty good.
But they have frozen custard.
But they have that in San
was
Diego,
rad.
so we'll take
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They used to drop nukes in St. George, Utah, and a lot of people there still die of cancer prematurely because of all the radiation.
Yeah.
So I guess
So Fake
I'll
Lake
be,
could be Dead Lake.
I think I'll be dancing on your graves
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
someday.
I wish you would've
Well, anyways, thank you to the Aquabats for having us in it. Watch that episode.
That
It's
was
10 minutes.
awesome, and it was a huge honor. Thank you to the Aquabats.
We'll do it again.
This is supposed to be an abridged podcast.
Yeah, it's not really bitch.
But
This wasn't really
real
abridged.
quick, I think one more thing to talk about: Flame War Theater.
Oh
Yeah.
Came out the
The
series finale.
Yep.
The Blade 2 review has come out. Did you see it? Did you like it? Do you feel like an adult now? And
There's no way you're not if you watch
Is your
the whole thing.
childhood ruined after watching that?
I will tell you that could have been the most uncomfortable I have ever been while filming a video.
Yeah.
The original shot, you don't see anybody,
Yeah.
but people started coming by the later
Oh,
takes.
the theater. So that was filmed at a local amphitheater in San Diego. It's open to the public. We didn't rent it. We didn't, lock it down. It was technically a stolen shot. Anybody can go there.
Yeah.
You can film stuff there, but we had to walk around and clear that theater out. So I would go up to everybody and just ask them, like, hey, we're going to film something. Do you mind if we just clear you out of the shot? Just give us 10 minutes. But there was one, guy with two toddlers, 5 and 6 years old, eating, picnicking there. And I had to go up and be like, hey, just letting you know, we're about to film something. He was like, oh, are we in your way? I was like, well, you're not in our way, but we're going to be performing a monologue that has some adult content in it. And I don't know if it's really appropriate for kids. He's like, well, what kind of adult content? And I was like,
Oh God.
just real adult stuff. And then he kind of had this moment of realization, kids, pack up your picnic, we're leaving.
Well, we kept again. We did a few takes of it, and that happened. They walked in at one point. A group of senior citizens.
A guy with a walker.
A guy with
shows
a
up.
walker came in.
I have a picture I took of it. I'll put it
people
on
just
there.
walk through that area just like a park. They go for a walk and whatever, and it was like, oh my god. And Sean was like, dude, this sucks. Oh my god, they're gonna sit down to watch this. This sucks. And I told him, and this is my policy with it.
Yeah.
I was only worried about kids. I didn't want kids to hear that filth. Because if you heard that Blade 2 review, you know it's disgusting.
Right.
I didn't want kids to hear it. Outside of kids, hey, you came to my show. This old guy, he's heard it before. Just
I don't know.
you know
Heard
what?
that before.
Yeah, to me, hey, now we're at freedom of speech. Okay, this is a
That-
public area. You hear my speech or you walk away.
Let me tell you,
kids were the only thing I was concerned
I had never read the full thing. I didn't.
Really?
I knew it was bad.
Didn't we do it on the
Yeah,
podcast?
I think I tuned it out or something. I don't know.
But you were
But
reacting
when
bad.
he was saying things, and I was just my spine was
I ended the first take early
yeah.
because Sean was sitting there, we did it, all right, let's go. And Derek's way back there he's gonna do the big zoom.
Yeah.
And we're all ready to go and we hit record and I'm doing it. And I ended the first take early because I'm looking and Sean is right there going, and I'm like, oh, so we messed up the shot? Okay, and I'll go, all right, I'll stop. And Sean's like, no.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just reacting to what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm
like,
just really grossed out. You're doing good.
I thought Sean's just looking at me going, I'm like, did I do something wrong?
No, it's good.
Is there a school of, is there like a preschool, like coming in a bus or something, you know? But
no.
Anyway, but we did it. I, prior to filming that, was memorizing those lines. We were traveling so much in the weeks preceding filming that.
Yeah.
So on like the plane to Florida and like we were going to like Japan and stuff.
In this month, Rocco's gone to Japan and back, Florida and back, and now New Zealand and soon to be back.
Yeah, and Florida, that counts as almost all the other nations because Epcot's there. So that's pretty much every other country I went to. But on all those planes, I'm going, Blade 2 is pussy licking. Hellboy is deep dicking. You know, just quietly to myself, and people are just like, you know, it was
the Japanese flight attendant could have heard you. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I should have said that.
Yeah.
It begins with long licks.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They've heard it.
And a nose
We've all
bump
heard it.
on
No.
the joy
No,
button
no,
slowly.
no.
I know you've heard it, but if the
now that woman's heard
if
it
the
too.
Japanese airline,
So
sorry.
few months ago we were planning this episode. Like I think Rocco came in like, I have an idea for the finale. Maybe this is too weird. Tell me what you think. I think we should just do the Blade 2 review as a monologue. And I was like, yes.
And then the last 10 seconds is the comments.
That's brilliant. But not only that, as soon as he told me, I had this flash in my mind of years ago I had watched a concert DVD, Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii. And there was this moment that always stuck with me as like the most epic shot when they play Echoes. It's this super wide shot that slowly pushes in more and more. And
like an amphitheater, right?
No, they're at Pompeii,
It's like
the Roman amphitheater there. And so I had this flash of like, we have to do this, but we can't just do this on the stage. This is the grand finale. We're gonna go to that amphitheater. We're gonna recreate Echoes.
Yeah, because in my mind, we were just gonna do this in the Black Box Theater like we always do. And it was Derek that it was like,
No, we
we'll go somewhere else.
You can do the side-by-side comparison. We had to just show up with real rough equipment. Couldn't really bring all of our equipment with us, but we did it by hand. And then I was there. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna get a super close-up shot. And then I hit the editing room, and I was so proud. The contrast of being so far away to just boom, right up in Rocco's nose as he sniffs his fingers. I have to lower my voice because there's a tour group walking by right now. So proud of the way that was shot and edited. Really happy with the way it turned out. Check out Live at Pompeii if you've never seen it, if you're a Pink Floyd fan.
That's what I was going to say is you kind of mentioned that, but I had never seen the Pink Floyd video until this was like pretty much done. And we watched it edited that you had just done it. And then you looked that up on YouTube and we put it on 2 different monitors. I'm like, these are the same shot. I didn't know what you were going for. I didn't know it was literally this.
He nailed it.
But I'm happy that without us saying anything, people slowly picked up on that. Like just yesterday, people were tweeting out like, "Oh my gosh, the Pink Floyd performance!"
We always, well, not always, but sometimes we like to pay homage to some of the great pieces of cinema that came out long before us, and it's fun to see like, okay, who gets it, who doesn't, who is experienced and who isn't. So some people out there had a perceptive eye; they saw the reference. Proud of it.
That was cool.
Yes,
that was fun.
Is that going to conclude this?
I think I have one more thing I want to do, one more segment. For the gamers out there.
Was it with the axe throwing, or did we not gonna?
We did some axe throwing. Check out this axe throwing.
You guys ever thrown an axe before?
These guys are going to be throwing axes in just a second.
All right, so throwing an axe is very similar to hammering a nail.
Okay.
So you guys take these.
Yep.
So it's a lot of wrist. So it's a lot of flick action like this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to form a triangle from our shoulder, elbow, wrist using that as well.
Oh, okay.
So just think of like a straight up and down motion. Okay. You're going to power through with your bicep, flick the wrist at the end, and then theoretically it should stick into the wood at the end.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
We rolling.
I see the triangle. Yep.
Oh, that was it. That was too much. That was too much flick.
Still a kill strike
too much
though.
flick.
It was.
Oh, Derek, come on.
Too much wrist there, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Settle down on the flicks.
Yeah, come on.
That was it.
Oh, Derek,
Started a bit harder,
please.
my man.
This is embarrassing. Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm gonna forget everything he told me.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
ignore
channel the
it.
gods here.
Yes, you got it. We believe in you. We all believe.
Oh, you should have listened to what he said. Oh my God, you guys.
Let's speak.
Oh, I'll delete the video in a second. That, Sean, you thought that would stick in?
Power. And he broke the axe.
You broke, dude. You broke the axe,
Less power.
dude.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Okay. You'll be disappointed. Alright, here we go.
I'm just getting my form. It looked menacing. I was getting my form, I swear. I wasn't gonna throw.
You can keep your prize, the broken axe handle.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Take that home.
There you go. You got
It's
it.
a triangle. There it is.
Visualize it sticking in.
Well, it's there. Okay, yeah, we'll take a photo. I'll end it here. Wait, end on this cool image. That sucks.
Okay. Now we're back. Okay.
Yeah,
but
wow, guys, you nailed that axe
No, that
throwing.
was embarrassing.
Amazing.
I've done axe throwing in the past. I think they rigged those axes.
I think New Zealand wood is
They
screwed up.
Yeah.
They
No,
did.
really. Hey, legitimately, this isn't on the thing, but afterwards, I walked up to the wood with the axe, and I just wanted to be cool and just chomp it in there, and the axe fell out, and I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on. here.
The guy thought I was actually gonna throw it at him when I seriously was just getting like this, and he's
And
like,
he
no,
went,
throw
whoa,
it.
whoa,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna throw it. I'm not gonna kill you.
So yeah, New Zealand wood. Check out the Beatles song.
They did give me that thing that broke off. As a
Okay.
souvenir.
You did break the axe. That's true.
For the gamers out, is there anything else to say? Because I got to do something for the gamers
don't
out
No,
there.
I'm good.
Real quick. Just want to let everyone know, shop.mega64.com is the best place to order anything. And we've got the best stuff. We put all kinds of stuff on sale. Sean's Evil shirt.
Oh yeah.
I think that's still up for pre-order now.
You guys asked me what the numbers were. I wasn't there to respond
Uh-huh.
to that Ouija board. It's a Ouija board. So now you know.
And the Masked Man shirt is also up for pre-order right now on shop.mega64.com, as well as a whole lot of other great items. You can always count on great items there. And letting everyone know right now, Monday, November 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/Mega64podcast. That's right. The Black Friday keynote.
Oh my god.
Black Friday 2019 keynote. We're going to be making some announcements. What are we doing for Black Friday? You're going to find out. So Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check that out. It'll go on YouTube later if you miss it, but you want to see it live. And then Mega64 Game Days.
That's right.
November 9th and 10th. It's coming. It's
Get your
gonna
tickets
happen.
now.
Get your ticket.
If you don't have a ticket yet, you ain't going. So get a ticket.
The price just went up again, but we have a handful left. If you haven't been able to get one yet, they're available. Mega64.com/game days or shop.mega64.com. Both of those places, they got a ticket link.
We have a
Get your ticket.
special event planned that day. Some of you may have seen Video Game Donkey has supposedly beat my Mario Maker level.
Yeah.
He cheated. We're not going to go into it now.
Yeah.
We'll confront him live on stage, but all I'm
Yep.
going to say is at game days, I get my revenge.
Yep.
Oh
he
my-
ain't getting anywhere with
Well,
that.
well, check that out.
All right. Is that it for this podcast?
Yes.
I think we're good.
All right. There's something for the gamers. Got something you're going to recognize.
Yeah.
Oh shit.